how much you prepare as a team? What you will say about this match? How much you prepare?
Well, good afternoon to everyone. Its first point we need to know is that we will not have the tension of the qualification because the team already has done the homework in the two first games. But we are going to give maximum importance because we want to keep the momentum. We want to keep the good numbers that we are having in the competition and the good performances, and still work on the areas that I mentioned in the last days that we have to improve. You are giving me this information. I was thinking that all of us will travel together. I didn't know this point, and actually I don't know what was the problem.
Actually, the team was left, but Orgo and Fidos were behind to do the post-match physiotherapy. So that was explained to each and everyone.
Okay. You mean on the way back? On the way, okay.
On the way back, yeah.
On the way back, yeah. Saul was having an ice bath in the dressing room. So as the players were tired and they wanted to go for dinner, we decided to go in advance, and Saul came in the Caprihan. But there is nothing to think, or there is not a double message on this.
So just
Okay.
clarify.
No. I just say what is the controversial question.
No.
Actually, I want to know what is the physical condition of Rahul.
Of Saul. No.
Saul. Sorry.
Many problems in the last two seasons, but when Saul is in a good fitness condition, he's a very important player for us. So it's a player that we are trying to take care. We are, as I told you before, we are working very close to Saul from the last month of June. He was taking very seriously the off-season plan, and since the first day, Saul is showing signs that he wants to come back to his best form, and he wants to be an important player for our team. The way they want to handle the pre-season and the message they want to give, I have to respect, and that's not my part. In our case, I tell you the reality. We have been monitoring all our players since the month of June. Our training was in direct touch with them. They were having a plan from I think it was the second week of June. They were following it in terms of food, in terms of physical condition. And if you remember, from our first week here, I was giving a very positive message in terms of the fitness point of the players. So I'm really happy with how serious they took the off season, and I think that that's an advantage because I can feel that in some areas our team is being quite major. Next tomorrow, yeah, definitely. Kevin was the player that was competing. He was the player of the team that was competing till, I don't know how to say, on 25th of June, he was playing a game for the promotion of Second La Liga. So he was the player having less rest off-season. So we took care in the first part of the pre-season. We didn't want to overload him and have a fatigue problem. But it's true that Kevin in the last week is already showing signs of freshness, of competitiveness, and tomorrow he will enjoy minutes. I don't know what you mean with experiment. We want to have a consistent and a solid team. So for that, these first 15 days of the pre-season has been really positive. It's true that probably tomorrow we will introduce some rotations. We are playing many games in a short gap of time, considering that some of our players are also attending the games of the Kolkata League. So it's important for us to keep everybody fresh because the final part of the tournament we want to be at our best possible level. That is a universal truth, and it's true that last season I have to adjust to the players that they were in the squad. I was using more a 4-4-2, reactive, defending, and probably launching fast attacks. This year, as you see, the players that we have has been brought here to try to win the maximum number of games, not to speculate and not to defend results, and to be more proactive in our game. And so far, I'm pretty happy with the collections of players we have and with the kind of football that we can play this season.
Coach,
That is a universal truth, and it's true that last season I have to adjust to the players that they were in the squad. I was using more a 4-4-2, reactive, defending, and probably launching fast attacks. This year, as you see, the players that we have has been brought here to try to win the maximum number of games, not to speculate and not to defend results, and to be more proactive in our game. And so far, I'm pretty happy with the collections of players we have and with the kind of football that we can play this season.
Coach,
one game in the Durand Cup. Well, one of Shillong probably, and one of Diamond Harbour. All the other games have been very, very competitive. The teams that on paper they are weaker, they are adopting a low block, and when you have to face a low block, you need to show quality, you need to show automatism, you need to show that your players are clicked, you don't need to show that you win that 2 meters in the box, that you are ready to counter press and to try to get your rival stressing and not allowing counter attacks. There is one more point. So far we are the only team in the Durand Cup that we didn't concede one goal. So that's something that we want to keep, especially when we are a team this year that are gonna try to be more dominant, to try to play more in opponent half. So the risk of this is that the rivals they can harm you or punish you with counterattacks. I'm happy to feel the excitement of our fans. I always say that the fans are the reason and drive of East Bengal. They are always being on our side besides of the difficult seasons that we had in the past years, but I also feel that the fans are feeling that this year the things can change. So the message I'm giving from my first day this season here is that we are going to put everything to represent with honor and pride the badge of East Bengal, and I don't want to hide it. I think that we need to challenge for titles, and this is the mission that we have here this year. Thank you.
Thank you, coach. Best of luck.